Passing by on the street will be smiling at me, 'cause we already know what it's like being in love. The sky starts to roll up its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading their wings. So every night I stare at the moon, just to check if she's still looking blue. Don't know who you are yet, you seem a bit hard to get, but I know you're out there. I just wait for the day where dance under the moon.
Nasa yung curtain. Ganda. Magnetic. Cool.
Madam,
Yes.
Madam,
Yes.
Madam.
No, no, no. Where are you? Wala. Huh. Wala siya. Excuse me. Cute. Saan kaya? Ano yan? Ayun nga, eh, something siya. Hi. Avocado. Saan? Oo nga! Ano nang, ano yan?
Kasi yung videos ko siya tapos yung kit yung ano.
Ito yung hinahanap ko. Ito oh. You want this ko?
Yeah, Ma.
It's a boy! Okay, okay. Oh my gosh. Baka ako lang.
We just started
Oh my gosh.
a few months ago.